There's a kind of power that isn't loud, a strength so deep it doesn't need to be shouted. It's the calm, unshakable resolve of a Stoic, a true believer in mastering the self. You too can walk this path. You can rise above the chaos of life and remain unmoved, untouched by the storms of anger, fear, and frustration. Today, let's uncover the 10 Stoic ways to act like nothing disturbs you. Make sure to subscribe to stay updated with Stoic teachings. Now let's begin. Number 1, control what you can, let go of the rest. The foundation of Stoicism is this simple truth. You only control your own actions, thoughts, and reactions. Everything else? It's beyond your reach. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. When the world around you seems chaotic, focus inward. You can't change the opinions of others or the circumstances you find yourself in, but you can choose how you respond. You can choose peace over chaos, control over impulse. Imagine you're caught in traffic. The horn of the car behind you blares, the driver enraged, gesturing wildly. But you, sitting there, are undisturbed. Why? Because you understand that the anger of others is not yours to bear. You let it pass like a breeze through an open window. Number 2, practice the art of indifference. Epictetus taught the concept of apatheia, a state of being where you are free from emotional disturbance. This doesn't mean you become a cold, unfeeling stone. It means you practice indifference to the things that don't truly matter. When someone insults you, when the weather ruins your plans, when things don't go your way, recognize that these things don't determine your happiness unless you allow them to. Your internal state is your fortress, and nothing can breach its walls unless you open the gate. Imagine a coworker undermines you in a meeting. The room grows tense, but you, calm and composed, are indifferent. Their words bounce off you because you know your worth isn't determined by fleeting comments. Number 3, push through hard times. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." By embracing discomfort willingly, you teach yourself that what you fear holds no true power. Whether it's taking a cold shower, fasting, or stepping into uncomfortable situations, these practices build your resilience. The more you willingly face discomfort, the more you realize that it cannot disturb you. It's all just a fleeting sensation, passing like a cloud in the sky. Consider running in the rain. The drops hit your skin, cold and unwelcome at first. But as you push through, you feel your body adapt, your mind sharpen. The rain becomes background noise to your inner focus. It no longer disturbs you. Number 4, detach from outcomes. A true Stoic does not tie their peace of mind to outcomes. Whether you succeed or fail, whether the plan goes perfectly or falls apart, your state remains the same. As Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This detachment from external results grants you unshakable composure. Think about preparing for an important presentation. You do your best, you prepare thoroughly, but when the time comes, you remain detached from the outcome. Whether the audience loves or hates your words, your calm remains unbroken. Your peace was never theirs to give or take. Number 5, change your perspective. The Stoics believe that everything in life is neutral. It's only our perception that gives things meaning. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When something seems to disturb you, pause and ask yourself, is this truly a disaster, or am I interpreting it as one? By shifting your perspective, you can see setbacks as opportunities for growth, insults as reflections of others, and challenges as tests of your inner strength. For example, if you lose a job opportunity, don't see it as the end of the road. Instead, see it as a chance to reassess your path, to develop new skills, or to pursue a different passion. In reframing, you take control of the narrative, and nothing disturbs a mind that controls its own story. Number 6, be ready for the worst. One of the most powerful Stoic tools is the practice of negative visualization. By imagining the worst possible scenario, you prepare yourself emotionally for life's unpredictable turns. But more than that, you come to appreciate the present moment, to cherish what you have while you have it. Seneca said, "He robs present ills of their power, who has perceived their coming beforehand." Before a big life event, whether it's a promotion or a move to a new city, picture it going wrong. Picture it in detail. The failed project, the awkward conversations, the frustrations. Once you've walked through that imagined scenario, you realize how resilient you truly are. And when reality hits, you'll find yourself calm, unshaken, because you've already lived through the worst in your mind. Number 7. Limit your desires. In Stoicism, it's not that we have too little, but that we desire too much. When you limit your desires, you limit the ability of external forces to disturb you. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Desires, whether for possessions, recognition, or status, tie us to outcomes that we cannot control. By wanting less, you liberate yourself from the turmoil of wanting and not getting. Picture a life where you no longer crave the validation of others, where you are content with what you have. When you remove the chains of desire, disturbances lose their grip on you. Number 8. Be mindful of your judgments. Your judgment is the lens through which you see the world. If that lens is clouded by emotion, everything will appear chaotic and unsettling. But if you clear that lens, if you judge things as they truly are, then you will find that nothing external can disturb you. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." When a colleague criticizes you, is it truly a reflection of your worth? Or is it simply their perspective? You get to decide what meaning you attach to it. By being mindful of your judgments, you gain control over your reactions, and the world loses its power to disturb you. Number 9. Meditate on death. One of the most misunderstood Stoic practices is the meditation on death, known as memento mori. The Stoics believe that by reflecting on death, we free ourselves from the fear of it. "It is not death that a man should fear," wrote Marcus Aurelius, "but he should fear never beginning to live." When you truly accept the impermanence of life, nothing can disturb you. Every moment becomes precious, and trivial frustrations lose their weight. Think of the next time someone cuts in front of you in line or speaks to you with disrespect. In the grand scheme of things, how important is this? Will it matter in the end? When you keep death in mind, the disturbances of life shrink in significance. Number 10. Focus on your duty, not approval. The Stoics believed that we all have a role to play, a duty to fulfill. But they also believed that you should focus on your duty, not on seeking approval for doing it. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." When you focus on doing the right thing, regardless of recognition, praise, or criticism, you become impervious to the opinions of others. You are driven by your own internal compass, not by the shifting winds of external validation. The next time you're faced with a decision, don't ask yourself, "Will they approve?" Ask yourself, "Is this the right thing to do?" By following this path, you will walk through life undisturbed by the fleeting opinions of others. In the end, the Stoic path is not about being indifferent to life, but about mastering your inner world so that life's turbulence cannot control you. You are the guardian of your peace, and with these 10 Stoic ways you can walk through fire, storms, and chaos untouched. Your mind is your fortress, build it strong, and nothing will disturb you. As Seneca reminds us, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." The trials are inevitable. How you choose to face them, that's where your true power lies. Good day.